Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for today. Got an itch on my nose, don't worry about it. Anyway, so we need to talk about Mahito, Jujutsu Kaisen in-depth battle. Of course, 1 week from now, I'll be live streaming my reaction, of course, as I do for, at this point, every death battle that has happened. You know, I live stream my reaction. Yeah, so of course it's going to be Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen versus Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. So, I think, I don't know. I want to say Mahito probably has the upper hand, but I'm not a death battleman. So, every time, you know, like I'm not one of the crew here. So, every time I'm like, I think this guy's easily got it. Doesn't work out. I'm still a little confused about the Asura one. Like I feel like, you know, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. These are all fun videos. We don't need to take them too seriously. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's check this out. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Ever since Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his blood, man's greatest fear
Let's compare Mahito.
Man.
But what if this fear took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming, over time, a living being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle?
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face, Mahito. Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind. He's no mere mortal, though, but a cursed
until a certain
spirit.
someone showed up.
Innumerable spirits exist, weaker or stronger, depending on the amount of anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like the fear of locusts, kinda weak, or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger, or the fear of fire.
Oh yeah, that part.
So it follows that mankind's fear
that wasn't even
of itself
Mahito, right?
would
Wasn't
be
that
extremely
the volcano guy that did
Those
that?
negative emotions
What was his name again?
as Mahito. A being
Wait, hold on. Jogo, right? Because I remember that Jogo, it's Gojo except reversed, kinda. It's not really, but it's like, no, it is Jogo and Gojo. Yeah, that's reversed. If you reverse the two letter, right? You know, fuck it.
Composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
It's a really cool premise for I guess an enemy,
which makes curses
not that you can't see it, we've seen that plenty of times, but just having it so that you can't even hurt it with normal attacks. You have to use a certain, you know, like they only have not even a weakness. There's no way to hurt it unless you use spirit energy or whatever.
To get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a Jujutsu sorcerer to come in and Kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better. Kaizen the shit out of
sorcery
them.
battle.
They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia.
I love it. Just this show is called Sorcery Battle. Really? I didn't even really think of that.
Waging an endless war over the fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in Japan, though.
Yo! Phenomena are mostly only observable by the Japanese.
For some reason.
But Mahito is special.
Japanese built different.
Most curses are basically dumb animals, but Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world.
Oh yeah, the squid guy. I forgot. He was voiced by somebody too. Everybody kept telling me like it was voiced by like somebody, like I want to say, was it someone that was the voice of somebody from JoJo or something? I don't know. Whatever.
He's the leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust.
That's because
I'm
trying to read these, even though it doesn't really matter.
And even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust. Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict.
What a philosophizer.
Mahito is an existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Mahito is my favorite philosopher, honestly.
Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter?
Yay.
He steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon
Oh, man. The poor kid.
character before slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy considering his curse technique, idol transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy.
Yeah, like, this is the thing. Like, he could just touch... But, alright. How is that going to work? Because I want to say Shigaraki's abilities... Now, it's been a week since I watched that last video. It only works with his hands, right? He has to touch people with his hands. He can't, like... So if Mahito just grabs him by the neck and transforms him into a fucked up looking fish, it won't matter, right? It's like, it's not like he could be like, oh yeah? Or is it just skin contact with Shigaraki? They made it very clear that the hands are a big portion of it, because he has the hands here and all that. And every time he did anything, it was through hands, I think, right? Now I can't remember. Fuck.
Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch, including his own.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
This lets Mahito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants. Like Play-Doh, he can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like
It's kind of like the guy from Prototype.
bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by
Oh, man.
their own
Yo,
ability.
Mahito was such a fucking menace, bro. he took out so many. Oh, man. What a piece of shit.
Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are
Oh, man. I forgot about that. He turned a motherfucker into a sword.
instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those
He just
physical
cut his arm
wounds are
off.
gonna
What a fucking badass.
be impossible to heal.
Even if
Yeah, of course not.
his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
Oh, that with one touch! That herpes was bad.
His
Spoilers.
powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on. The more casualties, the better, especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
I take the same tack in my war against all squirrel kind. Break the spirit, and you break the man. Rodent.
Interesting. How do you break their spirits exactly?
Well, you see, first I lure a squirrel there, and then together in a peak clutches of the others.
Wow, that's
Wow.
I thought Mahito was cool,
Jesus.
but that's a bit much.
That's pretty awesome.
Come back next week for the full battle between
That's
Tomohiro
sick, bro.
Shigaraki and Mahito.
That's fucking sick. Like legitimately, you're fucking you're disgusting. Anyway, I don't see how Shigaraki's gonna win. Honestly, I really don't. Like, even if Mahito gets dusted, can he just reform himself before he gets fully dusted? Right? Shigaraki, if he gets touched once, he can't do it. It's not like he can fucking like bring himself back, right? If he gets fucked up, it's over. I get he's gonna probably be fully powered up, I would assume. So he's gonna have like a all for one, whatever the fuck's going on there. I still like he's being controlled by all for one kind of at the same time. Like, he's technically all for one right now, right? He's not really even Shigaraki anymore. I'm talking about right now for My Hero, the show. Obviously, I never read the manga. So if anybody's like, you did see in chapter 4,000. Fucking that's what you sound like. Anyways, that's what you sound like to me. Anyway, and then you did the thing, and anyways, we need to talk about Mahito. That was good. It was a good little recap. I mean, it was all stuff I already knew, but I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. All right, hold on. Can I look it up? Hold on. My Hero Shigaraki. Can he only use his hands? I don't know. Too much single quirk decay allows him to sing or anything he touches with all 5 fingers of a hand. Yeah, that's what I thought. Control the quirk and choose not to decay things. Yeah, I figured that. So he can only use his hands or his fingers, I guess, technically, whatever. I know that because then he like at one point like just like touched somebody and then they went or whatever. I think maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think how he would beat Mahito. Mahito could transform into a. Technically, if he could transform into a fish, he could probably transform into a bug and just fucking fly right at his face and just like. Can he just do that? Can he turn into a bug and just like go over there and like touch somebody a little bit? I'm assuming while he's transformed into anything, if he touches somebody, it doesn't really matter how he touches them too. It doesn't say anything about just hands or anything. You could just transform them, right? He could be like a little fucking amoeba and just go over there. I'm assuming maybe he can't get that small, but he could be like, I don't know, let's say like a shrimp, like a shrimp sized thing, you know, bigger than a bug. All right, fuck it, like a wasp or something, you know, something like that. I don't know, whatever. I don't see. Anime doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's it. Bye.